8 out of 10 people in the industrialized world experience back pain at least once in their lifetime. 50% of all working Americans, about 80 million, have back pain every year. And about 10% of adult Americans develop chronic back pain every year. That's about 30 million people. The financial cost of back pain in the United States is approximately $750 billion per year. This is a big problem. And it was a big problem for me because I suffered for years. My doctor said it was herniated discs that were causing the pain. I tried chiropractors and epidural shots, acupuncture, physical therapy, and 3 surgeons told me that I definitely needed surgery. However, as it turns out, they were all dead wrong. And when I discovered my correct diagnosis, which is almost always the correct diagnosis for back pain, I cured myself very quickly back in 2016, and the pain has never come back. And so in this video, I'll explain what was really causing the pain, and then I'll explain what I did and what you can do to cure it. So without further ado, let's dive in. Hi folks, I'm John Thornton, co-founder of the Pain Cure Clinic, where we help people cure back pain. And check it out, there's a link below this video for more detailed information about the healing process. So what I finally discovered after years of suffering was that my herniated discs were not the problem. They never are. Yes, most people have disc abnormalities and many of them get back pain, but that does not mean that one is causing the other. That's like saying fire trucks cause fires. In fact, multiple clinical studies have shown that disc abnormalities like bulging discs occur at the same rate in people with and without back pain. So there's no correlation. There's no causation. My doctors were wrong, and I'm really glad that I resisted getting the surgery. So what does cause back pain? What I discovered was that stress and tension and anxiety were actually the cause of almost all back pain. And when I stopped medical treatment and started working on stress, that's when I first started seeing improvement. And over a period of about 3 months, the pain dropped from 7 down to 6, and then down to 5, and then down to 4, and eventually all the way down to 0. And it has never come back. Now, this stress-based diagnosis that saved my life is called tension myositis syndrome. Tension refers to emotional tension, and myositis means muscle inflammation. It's a diagnosis you won't hear from your doctor because she's probably never heard of it. So what's happening is that tense emotions tighten up the soft tissue in the back, which becomes inflamed, and eventually that inflammation causes pain. Now, is this really so hard to believe? It shouldn't be. In fact, in a large survey of over 5,000 back pain sufferers in 2017, they asked them what they thought was causing their back pain. And the number one answer was not the spine. The number one answer was stress. With the average cost of surgery being $58,000, most spine surgeons would tend to disagree. I mean, have you seen the price of a new Porsche 911 Turbo these days? So to cure chronic back pain, you have to do 3 things for approximately 3 months like I did. Now first, I researched and studied the mind-body connection in order to change my long-held belief. And over time, I came to understand that pain management's number one goal was to maximize profits, not necessarily to cure me. And then next, I worked on my emotional tension. I had to take an honest look at the stressful lifestyle that I had created, and then I had to change some things. And then finally, I had to start moving again. I had stopped all exercise because it was just too painful. I started exercising and stretching my body, and that became proof that there was nothing physically wrong with me. And unless you've been hit by a car or play in the NFL, there's most likely nothing wrong with you either, except tight muscle tissue. And that's the best part of all, because once you cure yourself, your body will go back to normal with no residual damage. I can move my body in any direction. I'm completely flexible and I have absolutely no pain whatsoever. And if you open your mind to the tension myositis syndrome diagnosis, you can cure your back pain too, and there's no surgery necessary. Okay, folks, I hope that's been helpful, and check out that website link that I talked about earlier for information on curing chronic back pain. And thanks for watching.